The sun rises over Beijing, casting golden rays on the Forbidden City rooftops. For centuries, this palace was the heart of the Chinese Empire, where emperors ruled in isolation surrounded by golden tiles and red walls. Today, the Forbidden City welcomes visitors from around the world, its legacy bridging past and present. This is the dawn over the dragon's throne. Our story begins with Zhu Di, the Yongle Emperor, a man of immense ambition. In 1402, he seized the Ming throne after a brutal civil war. His power base was in the north, in Beiping, which he renamed Beijing. At the heart of his new capital, he ordered the construction of a palace more magnificent than any before. This was not just a new home, it was a political masterstroke. Moving the capital north strengthened defenses against Mongol threats and cemented his power. The project was colossal. 1 million workers, over 100,000 artisans, and the finest materials from across the empire. Phoebe Genin wood came from the jungles of the southwest. Marble was hauled from nearby quarries, sometimes over ice roads in winter. 14 years of relentless labor transformed a vision into reality. In 1420, the Forbidden City was complete. The emperor moved his court, unveiling a sprawling complex of palaces, halls, and gardens, all encircled by towering walls and a wide moat. It became the largest palace complex in the world, a title it still holds. The Yongle Emperor had built more than a palace. He had created a symbol of his divine right to rule. This was the stage for the grand drama of the Chinese Empire for the next 5 centuries. The Forbidden City was a statement of power, legitimacy, and heavenly order. Its construction marked the dawn of a new era. The emperor's dream had become the heart of a civilization. The Forbidden City's design is a masterpiece of Chinese philosophy and cosmology. Laid out on a perfect north-south axis, it mirrors the cosmic meridian, the center of the world. The emperor always faced south, the direction of power, with the cold north at his back. The palace was a terrestrial reflection of the celestial Purple Palace, home of the Jade Emperor. Its name, Zijin Cheng, Purple Forbidden City, evokes the North Star, the heaven's fixed point. Feng Shui principles shaped every detail, harmonizing the palace with mountains to the north and water to the south. This arrangement was believed to ensure prosperity and stability. Every gate, hall, and courtyard was precisely positioned for cosmic balance. The complex is divided into 2 main parts, the outer court for public ceremonies, and the inner court for the emperor's private life. The outer court, masculine and grand, hosted state affairs. The inner court, intimate and feminine, was home to the emperor, empress, and concubines. This division reflected the Confucian ideal of balance, public and private, yin and yang. The Forbidden City was not just a palace but a universe in miniature. The Forbidden City's scale is staggering, over 720,000 square meters, larger than the Vatican. Its rectangle stretches nearly a kilometer north to south and 3/4 of a kilometer east to west. Walking its courtyards is like traversing a city of red walls and golden roofs. Tradition claims 9,999.5 rooms, a nod to the emperor's celestial power, though the real number is closer to 8,700. The Hall of Supreme Harmony, China's largest wooden building, sits atop a marble terrace, dominating the outer court. Here, emperors were enthroned and celebrated, presiding from the dragon throne. The color yellow, reserved for the emperor, covers the roofs. Dragons, symbols of imperial power, appear everywhere. Over 10,000 dragon depictions remind all who entered of the emperor's authority. The Forbidden City was a city of endless chambers, each with its own story. Every detail reinforced the message. This was the center of the world. The palace was a living symbol of imperial might. Its vastness was designed to humble and awe. The Forbidden City was not just a place, it was power made visible. Life in the Forbidden City was ruled by strict routine and ritual. The emperor's day began before sunrise, woken by eunuchs and dressed in elaborate robes. He attended the morning audience, issuing decrees to officials gathered in the pre-dawn darkness. The rest of the day was filled with reading documents, private meetings, and religious ceremonies to maintain harmony between heaven and earth. Meals were solitary with dozens of dishes served, each tasted by eunuchs to guard against poison. The emperor ate sparingly, keeping his preferences secret for security. Afternoons were spent in study, calligraphy, or poetry, essential skills for a cultured ruler. He might stroll the imperial gardens but was never truly alone, always surrounded by attendants. Despite immense privilege, the emperor lived in isolation, bound by tradition and divine responsibility. His life was one of power, but also of solitude. The golden cage of the Forbidden City was both sanctuary and prison. Every day was a performance of authority and ritual. Beyond the ceremonial halls lay the inner court, the emperor's private world. Here lived the empress, the most powerful woman in the empire, tasked with producing a male heir and managing the harem. The emperor's many concubines, chosen for beauty and family connections, vied for his favor, hoping to bear a son and elevate their status. Rivalries and alliances flourished in this world of intense competition. Eunuchs, castrated to ensure loyalty, managed daily life, serving as attendants, spies, and administrators. Some eunuchs gained immense power, shaping palace politics from the shadows. Life for the women was one of luxury and confinement. They could never leave the palace walls. Their days were spent in arts, games, and gossip, but their fates depended on the emperor's whims. The inner court was a gilded prison, filled with loneliness and intrigue. Its quiet courtyards concealed a world of ambition and desperation. The grandeur of the outer court masked the hidden struggles within. The Forbidden City is a living museum of Chinese art and symbolism. Every surface, from roofs to pillars, is rich with meaning, colors, shapes, and images reinforcing the emperor's divine right to rule. Yellow symbolizes the earth and imperial power. Red brings good fortune. Green represents growth. These colors, chosen by the five elements, maintained harmony within the palace. Mythical creatures, dragons, phoenixes, lions, turtles, and cranes, guarded the palace and symbolized power, beauty, and longevity. Dragons, the emperor's emblem, adorned everything from thrones to screen walls. The empress was represented by the phoenix, a symbol of grace and good fortune. Inside, priceless art, porcelain, jade, silk, and calligraphy, surrounded the court. Calligraphy was the highest art, and the emperor was expected to master it. The Forbidden City's art was a testament to China's cultural sophistication and cosmic order. For 5 centuries, the Forbidden City was China's unshakable center. But by the early 1900s, the world outside was changing. Rebellion and foreign pressure weakened the empire. In 1908, a child named Puyi became the last emperor. He grew up in isolation, surrounded by tradition as the empire crumbled. The 1912 revolution ended the Qing dynasty. The age of emperors was over. Puyi was allowed to remain in the inner court, a ruler in name only, while the outer court passed to the Republic. For 12 years he lived in a strange half-world, maintaining rituals as China modernized outside. In 1924, warlord Feng Yuxiang expelled Puyi and his family. The last emperor walked out, and the great gates closed behind him. More than 2,000 years of imperial rule ended. The dragon's throne was empty, and the Forbidden City fell silent. Its future was uncertain, its purpose gone. After the last emperor's expulsion, the Forbidden City began a new chapter. In 1925, it opened to the public as the Palace Museum. The exclusive domain of emperors became a place for all people. Cataloging and preserving its treasures was a monumental task, especially during war and upheaval. Many priceless artifacts were moved for safekeeping, some ending up in Taiwan. Today, the Palace Museum is one of the world's most visited, drawing millions each year. It's a center for research, conservation, and cultural pride, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Forbidden City stands as a symbol of China's past, present, and future. Its open gates invite connection and discovery, bridging history and modernity. The Forbidden City's story continues, shared with the world.